Hello everyone and welcome back to Prodigal Overland. My name's Brad. If you're new here, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be doing just kind of a walk around on our Jeep Gladiator. We've owned this for a year come now. So we bought this in October of 2021. It's October of 2022. We've got 22, a lot of 22s. We have 22,000 miles on this. We've towed with it. We've had it out off-road, and we've made some modifications. So in this video, I'm going to be doing the walk around, showing you what we changed. This is a Rubicon, Gladiator Rubicon. But then because I know a lot of folks watching our channel are used to seeing us in a Grand Cherokee, which we still have. If you need a proof of life on that thing, I just did a 100,000 mile review on that. I'll put that up here for you. You can watch that and get the perspective of 100,000 miles with the Grand Cherokee. But anyway, I know a lot of you watch our channel because you have a Grand Cherokee or you want a Grand Cherokee. In this video, I'm going to also be explaining why we got the Gladiator as well, some of my thinking behind that, and overall impressions of 1 year, 22,000 miles with our Gladiator. So stick around and see what's coming next. All right, let's get into the walk around of our Jeep. This is a 2021 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon, and I'm sorry, I'll try not to crunch, but it's fall. It's fall and I don't have my sandals on. I've got my slippers. So I'm gonna start kind of in the front, work our way around. I'm gonna make note as we go, kind of what stuff we paid money for and what stuff people what companies sent to us. So I will make note of that for you guys. As always, will tell you honestly how I feel about everything we've got on the truck. But just for you guys, I know when I'm watching videos, sometimes I wonder what's been what's been paid for by the person making the video and what's been given to them. So anyway, we'll start up front. Things that you're going to see here. This is a lifted truck. So we put the Mopar lift in with the Fox shocks. This is they call it the two inch lift. It kind of shakes out to be a 2.5 inch lift. I went with that because, and we paid for that out of pocket. Jeep isn't giving us stuff. So we paid for that. I installed it myself. Been very happy with it so far. I think it's a great lift for our purposes. So I wanted a lift, number one, that kept the warranty attached to it. That didn't affect that at all and wasn't a concern. It's also priced very well. And I did, with the lift here, we did go out and buy an adjustable track bar. The one we have in there is from Synergy. Again, we paid for that. That was very easy, and it just kind of lines things up front. It's not hard to do research on that, but with the Mopar lift, they do generally, everybody will recommend, except for Jeep. Jeep won't recommend it, but if you go on the forums, and I saw this too, the adjustable track bar after you put the lift in just lets you center everything up. We also have a rear adjustable track bar from Clayton Off-Road that we put in that I'm not sure we would have needed. So the mounting points are different in the front as they are in the back. So up front, they're more diagonal. So when you lift the truck, things shift. In the back, they're more straight across. So when you lift the truck, it doesn't change things as much. That's the why behind that. Anyway, I'm very happy with that lift. It is a firmer lift, which is great when I'm towing. I didn't want a lift that was going to be super spongy for just off-roading. I wanted something that would still be firm on the road. This truck definitely, by far, had a noticeable improvement in ride after we did that lift. So whether that was just the Mopar lift or the track bars, I'm not sure. They all went on at the same time, but it rides better than stock this way. So that's the lift. Coming up front here, this is the Fab 4 stubby bumper, which again, big fan of. That's an American company. This is a very, very well priced bumper. We did pay for this. I think it was like $6 something when we bought it. Very affordable. It was very easy to install. So I would recommend that for sure. Smitty built winch. This is the same winch we have on our Grand Cherokee. Again, paid for with our own money. I'm a big fan of this. These, I think, are priced very well. It does have the wireless remote option, but also wired if you need that. We had one controller go out on us, actually, on this one. I have found Smitty Build's customer service to be very good. We just sent them an email, showed them what was going on, and they sent a whole new unit here. Just very quick. So I've had a couple contacts with Smitty Build's customer service, and I've been very impressed with them. So I would recommend that winch as well. With the Fab 4 bumper, these we swapped out. These are what are they? LED. They're LED spots. That was just an Amazon deal I bought. I can put a link for that. I honestly am not sure right now what company that was. But again, for all of this stuff, I'll put links below in the description so you guys can see. But they've been good. No worries. We also swapped out the bulbs up front here in the stock headlights. People will tell you that's a terrible thing to do. We did it. Works fine. I did adjust the headlights down. So because of the lift and the spots, it's very easy to go in here and kind of adjust the light so that you're not blinding people out on the road. And they've been great since then. So we will swing around to the side here. These tires we swapped out. These are 35-inch Mickey Thompson Baja Legend tires. We have a whole review on this that I can link for you, but been very happy with those. We definitely paid for those. We kept the stock wheels, which if I go by the specs from Mickey Thompson, I should have a wider wheel. We mounted these with Discount Tire, and they were fine with it. They've been fine for us. If I had another $2,000 for wheels, I probably would have done that. But these have been working fine. So my current plan is to keep these till they stop working or get cut up, and then get different wheels. But I'm a big fan of keeping what I can and not spending money I don't need to. So these have been absolutely fine in that configuration. Let's go up to these ditch lights. These ditch lights are from Last Fit. They were given to us. The install on the Last Fit lights was super easy. There's a video on those I can link for you above. I've been very happy with these lights performance-wise. One thing I am noticing, so we've had these on, I'm going to say about 6 months. The hardware they gave me is rusting on these, if you can see that. I'm not a big fan of that. In fact, it seems like maybe give me some stainless steel stuff. So that's the one thing I have noticed with this is rusting on the mounting hardware. Doesn't really look like on the lights. So it's just these two bolts. Everything else is okay. No, I'm not sure what the deal is there, but they are rusting there, which is a little disappointing. But the actual install was cool. The lights are great, and I think they're priced very well. So if you have concerns, maybe looking at different hardware there up front. Let's see this one over here. One is rusting and one is not so much. So that would be my only critique there. It comes with these cool mounting things with the Jeep. And it says 1941 on it with the little Jeep Willies there. So very easy install. Very happy with those. So coming along the side here, these are the factory rock rails. I was worried about these and how kind of flush they are and whether they would actually protect the door. We had our Gladiator on its side with these rails, and it did what it needed to do. It protected the doors. I had a little scratch from where it was resting. And if you look down the side of these, I don't know if you can see on camera, but they do kind of bow out on the side. So I think they're made to kind of push out a little bit, but it totally protected my door, and I had this on its side. So far I'm not changing those. Those look good.
Driver! So you're going to try to turn passenger. There's just gentle tension, yep.
Okay, so we're ready. As you can see here, I do have the soft top. So far I'm so glad I got the soft top. I think the look of the Jeep honestly is better with a hard top, but I got the Jeep because I wanted to put the top down, and we have lots of friends that have hardtop Jeeps, and not that they never take them off, but not as much. This is so convenient. If it's just a nice afternoon, I'm going for a quick drive, two clips up under the roof, and you flip it back, and you're good to go. So, show you guys. It's just a clip. Let's see if the lighting in here is not good. This camera does not like low light situations. But 2 clips, one here, one on the other side, and then it flips back. It's very easy. So I am glad I have a soft top. The sound is not bad on highway. It's a little bit louder, but it's not terrible. So if you like to get a Jeep because you want to flip it back, yes, soft top is a great option. All right, stepping inside, we just have the regular cloth seats. They do kind of smudge up. If I could have afforded it, I think I would have gone leather seats. The other thing I would have gone is with the winter package with the heated seats and the heated steering wheel. We have that on our Grand Cherokee, and it's pretty sweet. I also have the smaller screen without the onboard navigation. That's not been a big deal. We just use our Apple CarPlay, so I still navigate with that. And then down here we've got the pedal commander. It's this little box here. I just did a review on this. I'll put a link up for that, but this really has given us the ability to fine-tune acceleration in this vehicle. It is Bluetooth enabled, so you can tuck this away if you don't want it showing and use just the app. I kind of like having my buttons accessible right there, so I put it right here. This was given to us so far, and we've only had that in there for a couple weeks now, but I'm really enjoying it. It really lets you control exactly how sensitive your throttle is, but also your acceleration. I mean, basically it's dumping more fuel into the engine or less fuel to kind of liven things up or not. But that's been so much fun to just be able to fine tune. So far, I'm really excited about this. The reviews on that product are really good. There are some folks saying that it worked for a while, but then they had codes thrown out on their Jeep. If it becomes an issue, it's super easy just to take out. It's just 2 plugs, take it out and forget about it. But so far I've had 0 issues with it, but we'll see. But so far I think this is only $300. So it's to me right now, maybe I'll change my mind later, but it's made a huge difference, and I think it's well worth that money. So that's that. Nothing else too exciting about inside. On the back here, and this back end is going to change here in a couple weeks, so I really wanted to document where we're at with this. We have the tonneau cover. This is a Tiger brand. Got that off of Amazon. We paid for it. It was budget friendly and it works. So I would definitely buy that again. It's just got two little snaps or clips that go here. As soon as I get my high lift jack out of the way. And then one on the other side. And then it just flips back. So that cover has been great to kind of allow the things in here to stay dry. We did not get the lined from the factory truck bed with the Rhino lining, so I just again bought a pad. That's been fine. Again, Amazon, very happy with that. We've got these molly panels on the side here. These are from JCR Off-Road. I can put a link for that below. We paid for those. I've been happy with those. We have a high lift jack mounted on this side. Can hang tools on there. And so far that was an easy install. You do not need the factory, what do they even call it? The factory bars, install bar thing. You can do it without that because we do not have those. Yeah, Viair pump. Been very happy with the Viair pump. We paid for that too. And then I want to talk about these bags in the back. because they're pretty sweet. So let me pull them out for you guys. All right, so these bags are from Vertex. They were sent to us from Dave at Vertex, who watches our channel and is kind enough to send us free stuff from time to time. Vertex is a great company. They're kind of now you might correct me, and Dave, put a comment below if I'm saying this wrong, but they're kind of like a tactical company. He sent us some clothes from them that we really like. It's very much like concealed carry stuff. These bags are great, kind of overlanding bags, different compartments in these. I'm going to open them up here. But also if you're into kind of tactical Second Amendment rights, gun stuff, these are great bags too to help store some of your gear. What's interesting about these, and this is what I want to show you here, is they're stackable. And they have a really cool system in here where these bags, so I don't have them strapped down at all. These two bags are just sitting on top, but they're not going to go anywhere because of how they have these designed. So let me just show you this bag here. If you look, so I can be rolling around here in my bag, and you can see it doesn't really want to come off. They're not glued, they're not stapled, but if I really want this bag to access, I just pull up, and now I have this. So let's talk about these bags. What's really cool about these bags are these wings on the bottom. And so let me just kind of try to show you this. On top of each bag are seams here, and what happens is these wings can just slip in, and when they do that, it essentially locks into place. So now these two in the back of your truck bed, sitting there, they're not going to slide around, move on you. They're together. If you need to carry them together, you've got them as a unit. For us, what this would look like is, hey, I'm stuck in a ditch, and I haven't labeled these yet because I want to make sure that I'm set, but they have labels. You can kind of mark what's in them for anybody. But say this is our recovery bag. I can yell at one of the kids if I'm stuck, hey, grab the recovery bag in the truck. They come in, they see it, and they can just take this bag. They don't have to worry about the other bags. So they all interlock with each other. This is the large kit, so it came with, I think, 7 total bags. This is actually where I have my recovery stuff in this one, but they all kind of nest. I'm not even, it was more bags than I needed, so I still have extra bags to use, but they all, like I said, all of them have these little flaps that you can just kind of interlock with each other, which is a super cool idea. And then there's different bags, like one of them would be great for your ammo and your handgun and stuff like that, but now this is together, right? Yeah, very cool. Inside of the bags, each bag inside comes with like a Velcro material here. So here's my other two. This one had dividers in it, Velcro up top. You can stick things here. They have, I think they call it their Tactigami from Vertex. They have a whole scenario, different things that you can, like holsters and stuff you can buy that kind of slip in here and use with these bags. So that's, I mean, or obviously any kind of Velcro is going to stick in there. Just a really neat idea on these bags that kind of nest together. These bags are, the seams on these look great. The issue I was having, we've used those fabric bins in the back. I got some collapsible bins as well, and because of the weight, they kept breaking. Everything just kept ripping. The straps wouldn't hold. These zippers seem super heavy duty, very well stitched. The bags are made from ripstop nylon, so that if you get a cut, it's not going to keep going. And they seem water, you know, they seem water resistant to me too. So if they got a little wet, everything inside is not going to get completely soaked. So if you need a good storage system where you can kind of, like, it's modular, that you can take what you just want, there is. Let me show you the big one. this is the big guy. So this is where I have a lot of our tools set up in this bag. So lots of different sizes of bags. Every single one of them has the ability to nest others in top. So I will put a link for these guys down below. This is Vertex. Again, it seems like a very, very cool setup. And so far we've had them, and I'd say we've had these for a couple weeks in the back of the truck, and nothing's sliding, nothing's moving around. And once I get exactly everything where I want it, we'll go ahead and label what's inside so that it's easy to access. I don't forget. That's my biggest problem. I put stuff some places and I can't remember where they are when I need it. So very cool system. Check them out. So briefly, I did want to touch on like why the shift. Why did we get a Gladiator? So briefly, let's talk about that. We have been traveling country full time. If you've been watching us, you know that. We had a 40-foot fifth wheel that we were living in full time, and we towed that with a huge Chevy dually that we had, and that was our tow vehicle, right? And then Lauren would drive the Grand Cherokee behind us as we were traveling. We've since settled down in North Carolina, and once we did and made that change, I didn't need, nor was it practical, to have a huge dually on some of these mountain curvy roads. But also I wanted a vehicle that I could pursue and do things with that I couldn't in the Grand Cherokee. I like to learn. I like to learn new things. And so one of my main reasons when we first started this, getting the Grand Cherokee, was really I wanted to see how capable were these vehicles. And I think over the 2 years that we were out wheeling exclusively with the Grand Cherokee, I really got to see that, see where its limitations were, see how much it could actually do. And this last trip out in Moab, which, man, I guess that would have been 2021, summer of 2021. That was like our third or fourth time out to Moab. We had two events there that really kind of solidified that I wanted a different vehicle as well. One of them was on Wipeout Hill. We were going up, and I'll put footage here of that. We were going up the hill, had to back up, and got really tippy coming back. I had one of my kids in the back, and that was a little unnerving for me, maybe.
Hold on. You're in your left tire's hardly on, and you're in sand on the right. So you're gonna have to back up just a hair, go passenger just a little bit, so we can get your tire lined up on the rock that way. Ah!
And then we also had one coming down from Top of the World, where again I got super tippy. And I can put like I said, I'll put footage of both of those in here.
Right. So we're on the way back down, and we're going back to where that was, that big climb that David did. You're good if you just follow that line down. Okay. Hold on, just take it slow. You could back up if you want to. You're on solid. Sorry. Okay. So you're on solid ground. I'd have you back up. Go ahead and back up.
Am I on solid ground?
You are on solid ground. Your other tire is about to come down. Your driver tire. Okay, just take it real slow. Good. You're down. Take it slow. This is what happens when we get tired.
I was starting to get to the point with the Grand Cherokee platform where I knew if I kept going and kept pushing, we were going to break stuff, and we were just like going beyond maybe what was originally intent with the Grand Cherokee. And I had also gotten to see some of the limitations, which I've talked about in other videos. So I'll put a link to that video up. We did a 100,000 mile review on the Grand Cherokee, and I will put that link up for you guys to watch if you want more information of that. I will tell you that my wife Lauren still much prefers the Grand Cherokee over the Gladiator. That by far is her favorite. And so it is an amazing platform for folks to get out and explore and do some off-roading for sure. It is much, much, much more capable than most folks give it credit for. All right, guys, there you go. That's why we have a Gladiator and our 1-year review and walk around on it. Like I mentioned before, we do have some changes coming and more installs coming on the Gladiator, which I'm excited about, and maybe just a kind of another chapter, another direction for Prodigal Overland as we move forward. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks so much for watching. If you're brand new to this channel, consider hitting that subscribe button, and we will see you guys again real soon.